So with it being over 2 weeks since the official release of XENOVERSE 2 DLC number 9. 9 DLCs later, folks, did they finally fix it? Did they fix their mistakes? Did they give us what we asked for? Now, keep in mind, plenty of people, myself included, made tons of videos over the first few days of this update. You know, we're going over the new buffs, the new nerfs, the new characters, the new attacks, you know, that sort of thing. You know, we all did that because we all knew, since they, you know, over 200 edits were made, there was a lot to talk about. However, that was at the start, you know, that was the first few days of the update. However, you know, since it's been over 2 weeks now, we've settled into it, we've gotten used to it. So now I'm making this video to go over, did they finally do it? Is this DLC worth it? Is the paid DLC worth it as well? And what can we expect from Ultra Pack 10? Let's get into it. So first we're going to talk about RIBRIANNE, because RIBRIANNE, she got dogged the hell out and more before she was released. Okay, when we first found out she was being added to the game, everyone was pissed, myself included. I have to be honest, I was especially pissed. I was so disappointed that my boy Topo wasn't being added to the game, Dispo wasn't being added to the game. You know, so many badass characters that were cool in the Tournament of Power were not being added to the game. However, this fat fairy talking about love was what? That made no sense to me. You know, it's something that fit directly into XENOVERSE logic. And plenty of other YouTubers agreed with me. They made their own videos about, you know, Bandai running out of ideas, RIBRIANNE, why is she being added, that sort of thing. And I gotta admit, we all made some valid points. We didn't like her. However, it was based off who she was in the anime. Because who she is in the game, she is not the same. Yes, she preaches about love throughout the entire fight, and that can get annoying for many people. However, you have to understand that just because she's annoying in the anime doesn't mean that she's annoying in the game, because she is definitely not. So let me clarify something. In the anime, literally, it was all about her love and shit. However, in the game, it's all about her love and shit, but she's also kind of cool because of her love and shit. So what do I mean by that? I'm talking about her attacks. Her attacks are pretty damn awesome, okay? Like, it's not just her attacks, it's her combos as well. Like, overall, RIBRIANNE is definitely a top tier character. They actually did well with her. You know, she has certain moves that, like for instance, her ultimate, it's a butterfly. Like, it's like it's not a butterfly, it's like a fairy thing. You know, it's got her wings and throw her big ass heart. However, I think it's pretty lame, but it's pretty cool because it's so powerful. Now, you know, it's not powerful, Final Gallic Rush. But I'm going to move on to that ultimate next. I just want to finish touching up on this RIBRIANNE topic, because like I stated earlier, you know, she got dogged out a lot before she was released, but many people, myself included, like her more in the game than we did in the anime. Like I said, you know, RIBRIANNE, she's actually pretty powerful. She has crazy high health. She has very good damage. Like, damn near every combo and a half gives off some type of buff in some way, shape, or form. So that's pretty cool and unique to her. Formation is also pretty cool. You know, it can really be used as like a troll thing. You know, it doesn't do any damage, but you can heavy break someone. You can dance. You know, do the little poses in front of them. There's nothing they can do but once. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cannon. That's a really nice, fancy finisher attack. You know, it's sort of like power impact that Jiren has. You know, they turn around. You can look at them. They do some sort of pose. So that's pretty cool. Overall, RIBRIANNE, she's definitely a very well done character, and congratulations, Dips, you did something right this time. However, that's all you did. That is all you did. That is as far as you doing something right extends in this DLC. Now I'm just playing, but seriously though, let's move on to Final Gallic Rush. It is pathetic. It is pathetic. Final Gallic Rush is by far one of the weakest ultimates in the game. And when you really break it down, what is it? Why can't we get it on our CACs? And who the hell fucking was it that freaking decided to make the damage so damn low? Let's move on to that. So we're gonna start off with the damage. Damage is freaking weak. Like it's literally about as strong as Justice Combination was before the buff. So now, now Justice Combination, it does even more damage than it used to, thanks to the XENOVERSE 2.5 update. And not only does it do more damage, okay, yeah, it does more damage, but now that does more damage, Final Gallic Rush should definitely be a lot stronger than a basic move like Justice Combination. I mean, Justice Combination has been in the game since day one, and you telling me Justice Combination, one of probably the most least fancy ultimates in the game, is stronger than a move that is only accessible with Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta? That makes no sense. So what do I mean by it? So if you did not have the paid DLC, you probably wouldn't have known this, but Final Gallic Rush is Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta's ultimate that only he can get. You can't get it on custom Vegeta. You cannot get it for your CAC because you can't unlock the move because they decided not to add it. And here's why. Because they decided not to add it for the CACs because it's already in the game. Well, how can that be? Final Gallic Rush is unique to Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. That's what they want you to think. That's where they like to trick you, to think that you're getting more than what you really are. But think about it. What exactly is Final Gallic Rush? It's a Vegeta character, rushes in, and then he does some basic attack, some cool basic attack moves. He hits him with a knockback, and then it activates a Super Gallic gun. That's it, folks. That's it. And again, he activates a Super Gallic gun, but he doesn't even fully charge it. So what does that mean? That literally means you can straight up go into pick a CAC of your choice, do a few basic attack, hit him with a knockback, which is a square triangle if you're on PlayStation, and it would be, what's that, like, no, my apologies, it's triangle circle. It's triangle circle for the knockbacks on PlayStation, and on Xbox that's like Y and B, I believe, and you can literally do a knockback into a Super Gallic gun. So what does that mean, and why am I bringing that up? Because that's literally been how it's like always been. Like, you can literally, you can verify this yourself by testing it out. You can always have done a knockback into a Super Gallic gun as long as you don't try to charge it or anything, because the ultimate is pretty fast activated, and it's only slow to activate when you try to fully charge it, which makes more sense because obviously it takes time for moves to charge. So if you don't charge it, you can hit him with a knockback into the ultimate, and that's it. And that's literally what the damn Final Gallic Rush is. It's just a few combos, a basic attack, nothing too fancy. It's nothing teleporting. It's nothing cool or anything like that. It's nothing unique. It's literally just basic attack combos with a knockback into a quick activated Super Gallic gun. Now, the problem with that is, that's probably why the move is so damn weak, because think about it. It's just basic attack, which obviously that's not going to be very strong considering it's nothing too fancy about it. But with with the Super Gallic gun part, what they should have done if they were smart, and it made sense to, is they should have made him like he fully charged it, and the knockback keeps you stunned long enough for you to fully charge it and still hit them with a fully charged Super Gallic gun. Now what that would mean is that Final Gallic Rush would be basic attack combos combined with a fully charged Super Gallic gun, which would definitely make the ultimate much cooler, because it's a fully charged Super Gallic gun, which takes a while to fully charge, and there's nothing they can do about it since they're being knocked back. So that's awesome. And then that would also mean that it does more damage, since a fully charged Super Gallic gun ultimate is stronger than just a regular fast activated Super Gallic gun ultimate. But that makes too much sense for them, which is why they didn't do it, which is very disappointing, because again, and also that is why that they did not add it for the CACs, because it's literally already in the game. Just press square a bunch of time, activate that knockback, which is a triangle and circle, and then activate that super Gallic gun, and there goes your final Gallic rush. Like that's it. That's it. But now, you know, I don't want to dog out that move too much because that's not the purpose of this video. That was a really important point I wanted to touch up on, is that how the hell that they make all these buffs and edits and then they fuck up with that new ultimate. You know, jeez, nice job on your part, Dimps or Bandai, whatever, whoever. You know what? I think you're both to blame. But anyways, let's move on. Now, let's talk about the actual 200 edits made to the, you know, to the things that were already in the game, and were they worth the hype? You know, they got hyped up a lot. You know, everyone, 200 plus edits, what? Buffs and nerfs, what? You know, we all wanted to talk about it because we all thought it was going to be something more than it really was. So now sadly we have to get into what exactly does that mean. What did I mean by more than it really was? For instance, hearing the fact that they're adding, you know, 200 buffs and nerfs to the game, it sounds better than what it really turned out to be, because literally it's okay, sure, some moves are stronger, yeah, and have, you know, a longer duration of stun time, which is like Evil Eye, so that's why you're seeing a lot more combos with that. However, you know, that's nothing really fancy. Like, I don't know, it's not really cool. Now, don't misunderstand the point I'm making. The 200 plus buffs and nerfs made to like damn near every attack in the game, it was real, you know, it was cool, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it should have been better. For instance, time skip moves. Now, a lot of people don't like Hit because people tend to think Hit is he's like a cheese character or whatever. However, we all have to hand it down to his moves because his super attacks, ultimates, and evasive are pretty damn cool. You know, they're all time skips. However, so for the longest time, his front time skewer, which was, okay, I'll just refer to them as the front time skip, the back time skip, and the jump time skip. That way it's just, you know, easier for everyone to understand what I'm talking about, because actually the front one is called like time skewer and people might not know what direction that is. So let's just keep going with the video. So his front time skip attack, it was stronger than his backwards and his jump one for like literally since like the game was like released. And then in the previous latest DLC or whatever, it got buffed that way the front one did even more damage than the other two. However, with this DLC 9 update, now the backwards time skip and the jump time skip are officially stronger than the front time skip. Now what does that mean? That means that backwards time skip move can do like literally over half a health bar of damage by itself, and that's pretty freaking awesome, right? You can have this great time skip build using all the time skip supers, add on maximum charge. You can slap on that time skip ultimate, which is still pretty damn powerful. Slap on that time skip evasive, which is weak as shit. You can still get a good build going. Whoa, slow it down. I'm not sure if you caught that. What did I mean by that evasive being weak as shit? I mean literally just that. That evasive was untouched for some strange reason. It was weak as shit since day one of the game, since it was like added, which, you know, day one. However, 200 plus buffs and nerfs were added. Like literally the other time skip moves had something done to them, but they just forgot about the evasive. Like, what? That's Xenoverse logic, and that's all that is. Like, I can't even try to understand. No, let me rephrase. I will not try to understand the sense that must have made in their heads when they decided, well, we're gonna buff these super attacks, but leave that evasive alone. Like, what? Like, come on now. But okay. Anyways, let's move on, because that's not it. There's more. Not only did they give you know, they leave certain moves out of the you know, out of I don't even know what to call it, because I mean, they have like no value at this point. Like using the time skip evasive, like one, it was always an easy dodge, but it was pretty fancy. So now it's an easy dodge and it's weak as shit. So even if you get hit by it, it's not even worth being concerned about, you know, unless your health is that low. Like literally, that's how weak that move is. So what else did they fuck up? Well, let's see. A lot of the moves that did get nerfed, you know, damage wise or invincibility frame wise, was, you know, cancerous moves that people like to use. However, now we can't use those cancerous moves to fight even stronger forms of cancer. So what do I mean? So for instance, fake death, yes, it was a very cancerous move. Everyone knows that. Even I know that. I'm not even going to try to dispute that. That move was abused the most out of any move in the game, and for obvious reasons. You know, it had a lot of invincibility frames, and not only that, it doesn't take anything to activate, so you can just spam it literally as much as you want, since it doesn't take any ki or stamina to use. However, what does this mean for the rest of us who have to fight modders? Well, this means we're shit out of luck, because if you didn't really fight modders before, like I did, when fighting modders, fake death was a very useful move to counter their marbling drop spam, because marbling drop, when it hits you, it breaks your stamina. However, since fake death didn't take anything to activate, it was a great move to use. So what is the point I'm making about the fake death? The point I'm making right now isn't about the fake death. I don't really give a shit about the fake death. It's the fact that they still haven't given us anything to really take down these modders. Yeah, sure, we have more health. Yeah, sure, we have new attacks. Yeah, sure, we have this and that, you know, that stronger Kamehameha, you know, that weaker fake death. Yeah, sure, great, thanks. However, none of that shit can counter a marble and drop spam, and it really can't, because marble and drop can still be used while they're taking damage, which is what they tend to do, and it can still be spammed, since, you know, it breaks your stamina if you get hit by it. So with these 200, you know, buffs and nerfs added to the game, they didn't add one of the major things that they should have added, which was a counter for these mods. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have mods. Yeah, I use customization mods, people. You cannot consider every modder to be the same, because it's not, as a foolish thing to try to do, you know, try to insult someone for having mods. No. Now, people have had mods since day one of the game, and you didn't even know about it. You cannot disrespect someone for doing that. You can disrespect someone if they like cheese people with mods. That's understandable. I don't do that. I don't feel the need to do that. However, many people do indeed take that, you know, that sort of power and just abuse it, and now they're running around in rank, staying at the top of the leaderboards with these mods, and they're only at the top because they have these unbeatable mods. You know, they're using God modes, they're using marbling drops, they're using gigantic key blast spams, and with these 200 plus buffs and nerfs added, these 200 plus edits, these new characters, this new that, we still don't have a counter for mods, folks. So with that said, what does this mean? So far, over the things I've discussed in this video, because there will be another video talking about this thing, because this is a massive topic that I need to get into, the way people can fully understand it. So far, what we discussed in this video, going over the things that we've gone over in this video, so far, officially, Xenoverse 2.5, aka Xenoverse 2 DLC 9, is indeed not worth it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video where we go more on this topic.